There have been very few times in the last 15 years of covering zombies on this channel that I have been genuinely shocked by an announcement. And the one that they have just done today for 115 Day has absolutely knocked me off my feet. I have no idea how they have done this, but Treyarch is launching the next Zombies map in less than 2 weeks on January 8th. Now we've got a ton of information to cover, but obviously the big one here is that the new map is named The Tomb. I was fully set up and ready to be waiting till like March for this map. I thought we were gonna have multiple months. I thought it was gonna be 2 months, and instead we're getting 2 weeks. This is absolutely blowing my mind. On top of that, I love the art for it. I love the style of it, and I absolutely love the name of it. I think The Tomb is an incredible name for a map, and I can't wait to see more, which we're gonna get into right now. The next tweet Treyarch has put out, it says January 15th, 115 Day has arrived, and we've got some news to share for Zombies fans this year, including previews of our new map dropping in less than 2 weeks. Welcome to 115 Day with a link to the entire blog, and as multiple people are mentioning here in the side, this is now absolutely 100% confirmed. Take a look at this image. This is now 100% just dig from Black Ops 2, remade into a Zombies map for 2025. And even if it's not supposed to be in the same location or it's not actually a one-to-one remake, it is so heavily inspired by Dig that this thing is going to be just like something that feels very familiar when we hop in. Taking a look at the first image of the map, this is obviously the outside area of the excavation site. We're going to be getting an inner area almost certainly because it's literally called The Tomb. It'd be silly to not have an inside area. But a couple things that we can point out to off the bat, we've got an armor station here. We've got an armory right here. And then if you look in the very back, we've got some sort of like bowl that looks like it's made out of gold. It looks like this was maybe unearthed in this kind of like a dig site. We've got a very interesting box. I can't tell if these are like two separate things on two separate pallets. This looks almost like a pedestal of some sort. If you want to think it's like all one gigantic thing, it could be a new mystery box. That's kind of a little bit of a reach, but very interesting thing down here to take a look at. And then the obvious one, you've got this gigantic statue face kind of like coming out of the ground, which obviously we don't know who it is yet, but I have a feeling we're going to be learning more throughout the map. And that's kind of it. There's no gobblegum machines. There's no perk machines. There's really nothing else to look at, which really to me just sells the idea even more that this is just a small subset of the map and most of this is going to be taking place underground. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the actual blog post and see what they have said inside at 115 Days here. January 5th has arrived once again, aka 115 Day, to our long-time Zombies fans. And we've got plenty of goodies to share this year's. Apology in advance for our international friends for whom 115 makes no sense as a date. We don't make the rules because obviously they're using the American calendar for 115 Day. Treyarch is going by 115. Other places, you get what they're saying. While everyone at the studio is heads down on polishing new content for season 2, we are working with the teams across the franchise to improve various aspects of the game. More on that soon. That we're taking a moment today to celebrate the Zombies community and share some sneak peeks with what we've been cooking up. Happy 115 Day. Double player XP, weapon XP, gobblegum XP, and battle pass XP all through January 15th through 21. This is a double XP extravaganza that is going to be especially useful in Zombies with that double gobblegum XP. That all goes live now, but obviously let's get into the very important stuff. The Tomb. The Tomb arrives with season 2, which was just like not on my bingo card. I thought season 3 at the absolute earliest, and here we are literally in 2 weeks getting this. Let's just get this out of the way. We're launching the next Zombies map in less than 2 weeks. Surprise! Just after the release of Citadel and More and Season 1 Reloaded, The Tomb drops at the start of Season 2 on January 28th. After surviving the horrific events at Citadel de More, Weaver, Gray, Carver, and Maya follow Gabriel Craft's final words to a nearby excavation site to secure the Sentinel artifact. Built on the remains of an ancient burial grounds with suspected origins dating back to 2500 BCE, these catacombs went undisturbed for centuries until the early 1900s. What lies beneath may run deeper than anyone ever imagined. So obviously I feel like this word is definitely shoehorned in there a little bit just to give us like that little bit of a mental link. Yes, this is not Origins, but it is Origins adjacent. This is a dig site in France. This literally takes place close in proximity to the original Origins, and I think we're gonna see some references to it. Either crazy place, either like staffs, something is going to be coming from Origins into this map, and this is them even more peeling that back and like looking into this. And even more on top of that, it has literally been leaked that these little designs that are on the statues in the crazy place are in the game for Black Ops 6 and are like tagged with the new map. So we've got something there. But here we go, our first look at the subterranean level. As the rumors have it, a British archaeologist by the name of Sir Archibald Fotherington Smythe Jesus, conducted an excavation at the site back in 1908 with grand expectations. Although no one can say for sure what became of him, a handful of photographs from his doomed exposition has recently surfaced. And we get this first look of just like a little undercroft with, I don't know, a fountain. This definitely opens up right here. And there you have it, our first look at that actual thing that I was just talking about. That symbol is there. We've crafted the tomb to provide an experience similar to Liberty Falls, by far our most played zombies map in recent years. Featuring the tighter play spaces with a focus on replayability, just like in Liberty Falls, we're delivering plenty of side Easter eggs and even a reimagined wonder weapon inspired by our past. That's all we'll say for now. This is huge news, because this is the first time we're learning, and maybe the reason the map is coming out so quickly, it is going to be a map that is kind of like a launch map, and that is going to be much more simple. They're talking like easy setup, maybe easy Easter egg completion. They actually very like on purpose do not mention a main Easter egg, but only mention side Easter eggs. I think it's absolutely silly to assume they're not going to be doing a main Easter egg, and I think that would be a massive disappointment and a reason that I would like to see this delayed if there's no main Easter egg. But I just think that they're not talking about it because it's like a little hush hush. Also, they might get to it later, but this is big news. The tomb is going to be like a giant, a Liberty Falls, an easy zombies map for someone to get into that they think, at least by their most played zombies map like data, that a lot of people are playing these. And I think it's true. I think Liberty Falls blew a lot of people's expectations out of the water, and I think a lot of people liked it. So, hey, we've got kind of like launch style maps coming in DLC season, which is the first time that's ever happened, to my knowledge. Also, I didn't even think about this part, a reimagined wonder weapon, singular wonder weapon. They really made sure we knew it was wonder weapons when it was the sword. This is a new wonder weapon that has been reimagined from a previous one. So if you guys have any guesses for what that might be, put them down below in the comments. As a reminder, every zombies map in Black Ops 6 is an original location built from the ground up for the mode, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a wink and a nod here and there. On that note, we're going to be going for something a little more evocative with our PackAPunch camos this time around. And what if we told you one of the most iconic SMGs in zombies history was coming along for the ride? I mean, if we're talking most iconic SMGs in zombies history, it's the PPSH. So is the PPSH coming back? And they're doing something a little bit crazier with the PackAPunch camos this time around. Okay, so that's two really, really big announcements, and also a kind of like confirmation that yes, this is based off of Dig, off of Black Ops 2. It's not like an exact one-to-one port, but it's very, very much based on it. A lot of information coming out here, but they're not like actually spoiling any of it. I kind of like the way that they're doing this right now. Also, I forgot to read this postcard. Majority, you would simply not believe this place. Dash pyramids can go take a jump in a lake. What? You won't. I'm sorry, that's someone named Archibald talks like this. This site is blithering well, doth both baffle and amaze. I suppose I shall have to thank Alistair for more than just the contents of his cellar. Okay, so Alistair, obviously we knew is involved in this from the previous map of Citadel. He's literally in the radio, and this is just a proper English lad right here. I can't even read what he's saying. Stay tuned for more gameplay details coming to the tomb on Zombies Overall on next week's Season 2 reveal blog. Until then, the Tome OST awaits. Just in time for the new map's release. The Tomb OST awaits. Just in time for the new map's release, Treyarch's own metal maestro, Kevin Sherwood, and the rest of the audio team are hard at work finalizing the original soundtrack for The Tomb. Keep an ear out for the full album of Insanity at the end of the month. That is a lot of music for like a Liberty Falls S map. Like many of you, we have fond memories from back in the day when we used to tease the next Zombies map Easter egg in some pretty fun ways. This time around, you won't need to hit the game over screen for a quick hit of what's waiting for you in The Tomb. Any guesses to who our guest vocalist could be? I kind of wish they actually did that. That sounds way more cool than checking it out in a blog post, just like a stealth update and hearing that in game. But let's see. Dude, Metal Zombies is back. Holy moly. Oh my God, that is like, that we are in the zombies now. And looking at the comments of this video, everyone is saying it is Matt Heafy, who is the lead singer of Trivium. So there is the new vocalist on the new track, if you guys were wondering. And hopping into the Season 2 Quality of Life preview, there's plenty more coming to Zombies in Season 2, including a fresh batch of quality of life updates the team has prioritized. Here's a preview. Challenge tracking and near completion for Zombies in multiplayer. Manually track up to 10 calling card challenges and 10 camo challenges per mode to easily keep track of the challenges you're progressing. That's actually a lot. I'm very, very happy. We've been asking for this for a while. If you have less than 10 calling card challenges or 10 camo challenges tracked, your nearest challenges to completion will display in this slot instead. This should help players discover and identify challenges they are close to completing. The top tracked or near completed calling card challenge and camo challenge both appear in the lobby as well as in-game via the options menu. Okay, huge. This is really, really big for completionists and everyone going for those camos. Co-op pause in matches where everyone is in the same party. The party leader will now be able to pause the game for everyone to regroup on strategy or take a snack break during those high round runs. We know this one's been requested since launch and we're excited to get in with season 2. No like inkling of a pause timer. Surely there's going to be a pause timer that is literally like a very, very big thing that they have implemented even for solo. So there's going to be a pause timer and we don't know what it is, but at least it exists here. Even if it like refreshed every 10 rounds and it was like 10 minutes every 10 rounds or 15 minutes every like 20 rounds, I think that would be absolutely huge. The fact that it's coming at all after launch is really cool. AFK kick loadout recovery. If a player gets kicked for going AFK in a co-op game, they'll now be able to rejoin and restore their loadout. Cool. Separate HUD presets for zombies and multiplayer. Big. At last, you'll be able to set your HUD preset settings you prefer for zombies and keep an entirely different setup for MP without having to change them between the modes. We wanted to get this one in sooner, but the team needed to refocus on higher priorities as they came up. Fair. Cool. All of these are really, really good. Directed mode stats. Fun fact, as of today, players have put 480 million hours into Black Ops 6 Zombies. Seriously. Yet, despite that frankly staggering statistic, our total main quest completion rate across both Zombies map launch maps hasn't cracked 4% before release of direct. Oh, okay. I was like, that's crazy. Our total main quest completion rate across both Zombies map hadn't cracked 4%. So that's actually a lot higher than previously, because previously they said only 1% of people actually beat the Easter egg, but that is actually pretty good. 4% is a lot, is like 4 times higher than before the release of directed mode. Starting on November 14th, that all changed. Our goal with this from the start for directed mode was simple: grow the Zombies community by guiding new players through the main quest with some sort of guardrails in place so they can experience the storyline and hopefully become lifelong Zombies fans. Thankfully, the numbers are promising. Since directed mode went live, our average main quest completion rate has more than doubled, going from 3.38% on November 14th to 8.23% today. That's actually surprising. It's not more, considering I know how much people play directed mode, but I guess it really is just like, I think what it comes down to at this point, this still means that 90% of people who have played Zombies still haven't completed a main quest yet, so our mission continues. We're proud of these initial results and excited to welcome so many new players into the fold with this feature, onward and upward. I think the overall real issue with the Easter egg is it's the hardest piece of content to do. Like, obviously, like for veteran Zombies players, it's not actually hard. Like, you know, you beat an Easter egg, especially the Easter eggs in this game are not difficult. I think the real issue is it's the hardest thing to do in the game. It requires the most brain power. It's not mindless like grinding camos, but it has some of the worst rewards. Like this, like getting the Weaver skin was cool. Like the Maya skin, I mean, it was cool, but like no one is going to grind for a singular skin. I mean, maybe some people will, but people care about gun camos the most. I truly think you need to have specific skins, and the Wonder Weapon skins are cool too. I think there needs to be more rewards that actually make people say, why have I not completed the main quest yet? The reward is so cool. Or maybe like beating it 10 times gets you a ridiculous gun. Like a whole nother grind for completing the Easter egg for weapon camos. I don't know, something. But I'm really, it's really cool that they've doubled the number of people. Almost 10% of people who have played Zombies is great. Fun with PackAPunch names. And now a note from our design department. Adding weapons into Zombies can be a lot of work, aside from the basic setup that every weapon has to get just to get into the game. Zombies enhances it farther with a process we know and love is PackAPunching. For over a decade now, you can take your weapon to the PackAPunch machine and pay a hefty fee to give it super science enhancement. PackAPunch is so powerful, it can be used as a noun, verb, and an adjective. After an enhancement like that, it wouldn't seem right to call them by your weapon as the same old name. So lovingly, it's given a distinct PackAPunch name by the team. After all the setup, tuning, and playtesting is done, it's time to find the name that will embody the spirit of the newly enhanced weapon, or one that might make you chuckle. There's no one way to name a weapon. In fact, we find it's best to mix it up so they don't feel too samey. In the past, names have used things like leet speak, mythology, game lore, super sciencey backronyms, god tier puns, or even something that just sounds cool to us at least. Sometimes the PackAPunch name is a little esoteric and you may not know what the significance of it is. So today we'll peel back the curtain to show you exactly where a handful of the BO6 PackAPunch names came from. Tanto 22 becomes the Kubriki. A Tanto is a Japanese short sword. A type with the blade on the inside curve was used for Kubriki to cut off the heads of dead enemies for trophies. Badass. Goblin Mark II becomes Ogre Mark 12. What's stronger than a goblin? Oh yeah, make the number bigger. ASL becomes the as if, a popular slang in the 1990s. Hopefully some of you have actual memories of this. Yes. Old. Anyway, if you guys are interested in the lore of how any of the Pack-a-Punch weapons got their names, they have all of this listed out right here. Next thing up is Welcome Home Abby. Call of Duty Next 2024 feels like just yesterday, and depending on who you ask around here, our life-size, smoke-breathing, Guinness World Record-breaking abomination was the star of the show. After trucking across the country from DC to LA and spending a few months comfortably in storage and being carefully hoisted piece by piece but through our bay windows, our girl Abby is now safely home with us at the studio. Here she is in all of our glory, supported by an extremely sturdy steel beam. Oh my god, that is a massive steel beam. Oh, wait, literally, this is like in the corner of Treyarch. Literally, I took a picture with the Samantha Maxis last time I was there. This is crazy. That is huge. I didn't, like, people for scale, this is like the size of a human person. This thing is ginormous. That's incredible. Celebrating the Zombies community. As tradition, we put out the call for your best artwork, cosplays, creations, and collections from the community. Didn't disappoint. Here's a quick selection. So we'll just scroll by these real quick. Very, very cool. I like that Shadow Man art. That's sick. The face melting Richtofen, kind of crazy. The sketches here. Some more art here. Oh, this is a sick cosplay. Wait, I actually love that. That's so good. That's so good. We've got a ray gun there. The cursed mark tattoo. More realistic props here. Cool. Incredible fan-made version of the ice staff. We're definitely not highlighting for any particular reason. Wait, whoa. Here's an incredible fan-made version of the Staff of Ice, which we're definitely not highlighting for any particular reason other than the quality of the craftsmanship on display. They are straight up hinting that the weapon coming back is the ice staff. Not all of the staffs, because they didn't mention multiple wonder weapons. Wow, okay, so Staff of Ice, but a new version is probably going to be the wonder weapon for the upcoming map. That is just a crazy thing to drop in the cosplay section. That's insane. Okay, all right, big. Thank you. Before we wrap things up, thank you for the well wishes during these ongoing wildfires that have impacted the lives of so many of our colleagues, friends, and family members here in Southern California. These are truly unprecedented times, and the full scope of the damage is still unfolding. Many of the worst affected area are mere miles from the studios, and there's no predicting when these fires can be fully contained. Our hearts go out to everyone whose lives have been changed forever by this tragedy. Dude, it is truly a tragedy. Like, the fires have gotten so bad. I literally could see how bad they were, and just a fraction of how bad they were from down my street. Like, on the mountain, I could see it burning through. It was like a crazy thing. Literally echoing what Treyarch said here. It is truly a tragedy, and my heart goes out to everyone affected by this. It's horrible. This too shall pass. And with that, thank you here from everyone at Treyarch. Thanks for playing with us all these years, and thanks for your creativity and contributions, and thanks for helping to make zombies into something truly special from humble beginnings. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you online. Okay, and there it is. The Tomb is launching with Season 2, January 28th. I'm so sad because basically my entire ski trip that I had with Milo, Pat, and Matt now has to be, I guess, like, we're gonna leave early, or it's gonna be postponed, or we're gonna have to switch stuff around. We already have flights and everything, and the Airbnb. Oh, dude, it's so bad. I'm so sad that we're gonna be missing, like, part of the trip for this, but it is what it is. Or maybe I just skipped the map. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we will see you guys for more information with the Tomb coming next week, including the gameplay trailer for it. Absolutely insane.